Good evening and welcome everyone to tonight's school board meeting. Today is May 27th and we're starting the meeting at 5:02 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh my God. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please note that all school board members are in attendance with the exception of school board member Preble, and Superintendent Ray is present. We're on number 3 for retirement acknowledgements.
We're excited for everyone to join us this evening in celebration of those Saco employees who are retiring. We thank them all for their service to Saco schools and to the community as a whole. And I'd like to start by recognizing April Jo Cook, who is our multilingual teacher at Thornton Academy, employed by the Saco School Department. When April Jo joined us to work with our multilingual learners at Thornton Academy 3 years ago, she brought something you can't teach: a calm, steady presence that made every student feel safe and seen. April Jo's classroom is a place where students who are navigating an entirely new language, culture, and school system can feel at home. She built that environment deliberately and with real care. Her students didn't just learn English, they felt respected while doing it. What has always stood out about April Jo is that she never stopped growing. She took on a new content area and dove in, taking coursework, collaborating with other departments, and seeking out anyone who could help her better serve her students. That kind of humility and dedication is hard to find. April Jo, you've made a real difference in the lives of students who needed someone in their corner. The work you did quietly, consistently, and with so much patience will stay with those students long after they've moved on. We wish you a retirement that is every bit as peaceful and well-earned as your work with our students. Congratulations.
Good evening, Marie Susi, principal at Saco Middle School. Sorry, I have my back turned to you, Pat. I'm privileged tonight to honor Pat Evans, who has worked in a variety of roles over the years and has shared her talents in other districts along the way. For the past 25 years, most recently serving as our reading interventionist at Saco Middle School, supporting students who struggle with reading and writing. Pat understands reading instruction, but more importantly, she understands adolescence. That combination is rare. It takes a special person to work with middle school students, as you know, and Pat is certainly one of them. She builds meaningful connections with students while also holding them to high expectations. She has always been the anchor with a patient, calm, and motherly way with her students. She cares deeply for her students, advocates for them, and perhaps most importantly, she knows how to find humor through the times of chaos. Over the past 4 years that I've had the privilege of working with Pat, I've come to count on her as someone who's always willing to do what is needed for students. I would often go to her with ideas I had, and conversations began in a similar way. Pat, our multilingual learners need extra support with, or we have this group of students who could really use, or Pat, I had this idea. And those conversations were typically met with thoughtful questions and a practical, I'm not sure how we're gonna make that work. But no matter how ambitious the idea seemed, every conversation ended the same way, with Pat saying, "You know I'll do what you need me to do." And she always meant it. As a colleague, Pat has served as both an official and unofficial mentor to many teachers. She is the dependable friend people turn to for advice, book recommendations, perspective, or simply a listening ear. She is thoughtful, caring, grounded, and wise in the ways that truly matter. Pat, your impact on students, staff, and the school community has been tremendous. We are grateful for all you have given to Saco Middle School, Saco schools, our students, our colleagues, and we wish you nothing but happiness, relaxation, and joy for your retirement.
Hello, everyone. April Noble, principal at CK Burns. And again, my back is turned to our esteemed colleague, but I want to say, after 28 remarkable years in education, Mr. Goff is closing the chapter on his classroom career. And what a chapter it's been. When the news of John's retirement was shared with the school committee, something happened that doesn't often happen in those meetings. Almost everyone in that room had a story. A personal story about how John Goff had touched their child's life or their family. That kind of moment doesn't always happen, and it doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of 28 years of showing up, really showing up, for the students and families in Saco. Year after year, classroom after classroom, John built relationships that families still carry with them. His students just didn't learn to read and write in room 1. They learned that they mattered, that someone believed in them. That is a gift that no standardized test can measure, but every parent and child understand completely. And the reach of John's impact extends well beyond his own classroom. Every student at CK Burns has benefited from his expertise. John Goff isn't just an exceptional educator, he's a published author here in the state of Maine. He's shared that gift with the entire school community, inspiring young readers and writers to see themselves in stories and perhaps even imagine writing their own stories someday. How extraordinary to be the teacher in the room and the author on the shelf. John, you've given 28 years of patience, creativity, dedication, and genuine love for this work. You've shaped young minds during some of the most formative years of their lives, and now the ripple effect will be felt for generations. Your former students are out there right now, teenagers, young adults, and maybe ones who will come work under your supervision at UNE, inspiring future educators. Many of them will remember something you said, something you did, some moment when you made them feel capable and seen. The shoes you leave behind will be very hard to fill, not because of a job description, but because of the person you are. On behalf of the students, the families, the staff, and the entire school community in Saco, thank you. Thank you for every story you read aloud, every struggling student you refused to give up on, and every family that you made feel welcomed. You've earned this next chapter. We hope it's filled with as much joy as you've given to us. Congratulations and happy retirement, Dr. Goff.
Okay, good evening. Jeff Mears, Young School Principal. I'm here to honor both Margaret Gregoire and Sally Pulsiver. I'll start with Margaret, over here to my right. Margaret has been in education for 28 years. The first 8 were in Scarborough, 7 as a multi-age teacher, and 1 as an ed tech, and the last 20 at Young School, which she has served incredibly well. She worked at Unum before she went into education, and education was a second career for her. Margaret has served on many committees, and when I talked to her the other day, she spent 18 years on the LA committee, which is really quite a commitment, so thank you for that. She's also been on 2 new school committees, responsive classroom and report card committees. Since I've known Margaret for the last 5 years, she's always been someone who puts students first, advocates what she believes is best for students. And even when we've had some spirited conversations, we always have the utmost respect for each other, and we've always had some humor with that, so I've always enjoyed those interactions. I will miss both our professional conversations around best practices for students, along with some personal conversations around raising children and traveling. I hope she enjoys this well-deserved retirement. Margaret Gregoire. I thought that was a wheelchair at first. That's okay. That scared me for a second, okay. All right, next up, I'd like to talk about Sally Pulsifer, also back here. Sally Pulsifer has been at Young School for the last 29 years, 2 years as a literacy ed tech, and 27 years in first grade, one of them with my son 21 years ago, who my wife and I just thought the world of Sally as a teacher, and we still do. Sally also, believe it or not, worked at Unum before she went into education. So I don't know if there's some kind of recruitment program that goes into Unum, but I thought that was kind of interesting that both of you worked at Unum. Okay, she has served many years on different committees such as Report Card, Responsive Classroom, Math and Site-Based PD. She is someone who I've known for 20 plus years because what I said we knew personally, but when I was looking to come here 5 years ago, I looked at the rosters, or the roster of Young School, and I saw Sally's name was still there. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to come back, because I wanted to be with professionals like Sally Pulsifer. Sally is someone who is an early bird. She comes to work every day at 6:30. And we've just had some great conversations, both professionally and personally. Sally is just a wonderful teacher who cares about kids. And she's just a great caretaker of her family as well, of her grandchildren, her mom, and her children. And I just think she's ready for this next step to enjoy her retirement. So congratulations, Sally Pulsifer.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to our retirees. We'd like to invite our retirees up to the front for one final photo op.
And before, I know you guys probably don't want to stay the rest of the meeting, but maybe you can give me 30 seconds just to say congratulations to all of you. Thank you very much. Many of you I've got to know over the years. John, love negotiating with you, and I know that we want the Celtics to do a good thing. That's something John and I shared, and just to Mr. Gregoire and Mr. Pulsifer, thank you for having my kids. I know Sally with Cole, but it wasn't always easy. And Mr. Gregoire, I'm sorry about the fact that our experience was computer-based so much. That wasn't exactly what we all wanted, but thank you very much for the work that you did with first graders on computers that year. It was, that was just hard. So thank you very much for that. And Pat, I've got to know you a little bit through the middle school. And April Joe, thank you so much what you've done for our ML students here in the district. I truly appreciate it. And we'll pause for a moment because I know you don't want to stay for the rest of the meeting. Thank you very much. 15 days left, guys.
Okay, moving on. Item 5 is approval of school board meeting minutes dated May 13th, 2026. Do I have a motion? I can't make the motion. Oh, School Board Member Johnson?
Thank you. I move we approve the school board meeting minutes dated May 13th, 2026.
Second?
Great. I have a motion by Member Johnston and seconded by Warnoff. Any discussion on the minutes? Okay, great. Roll call. School Board Member Warnoff?
Yes.
Preble?
Yes.
Richard?
Abstain.
Roach?
Yes.
Kidder?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
And I vote yes. That is 6-0, 1 abstain. Okay. Item 6 is adjustments to the agenda. I see no adjustments. Item 7, correspondence. I see no correspondence. Public session. If there's anybody who wishes to speak, please come up to the podium, state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes to speak. Seeing no one seeking recognition, we're moving on to item 9 is the superintendent's report. Superintendent Ray?
All right, good evening, everybody. A couple of exciting announcements. The first is congratulations to Saco Middle School students Natalie Garrity, Brandon DeSormier, and Aman Salam, who were the top winners of the annual Saco, the Biddeford Saco Rotary Club essay contest. The theme, What the Word Family Means to Me, encourages 8th grade students to reflect on the importance of families and those who support them, while also giving them an opportunity to win prizes such as cash and donate to a charity of their choice. So thank you to those students. Students from Saco Middle School recently attended the MLTI Student Conference at UMaine, joining hundreds of students from across the state. SMS students led a drone technology session showcasing their skills they've developed through the school's MLTI grant, which funded the purchase of 7 drones. Their presentation highlighted how students are using technology in creative and practical ways, including the footage of our new school build. And if you ever walk into the gym during drone club time, it's pretty impressive to watch them fly through hula hoops and land and do all of these neat things. Also wanted to thank the Rotary Club of Saco Bay for its generous $3,000 donation for Aid for Saco Kids Foundation. And the Aid for Saco Kids Foundation is holding its annual Swing into Summer mini golf fundraiser on Thursday, June 19th from 12 to 5 at Schooners. The board is currently seeking sponsors and auction items, and we hope you will save the date and join us for the funds. All funds raised will support resources outside the normal school budget. We have some important dates coming up. We have Family Night. CK Burns is having community celebration this Friday night from 5:30 to 7:30. Young School is having its On the Wild Side night on Friday, June 5th. Which was rescheduled, I believe, from a couple of weeks ago, that no one would have wanted to be on the wild side that night in the rain. A reminder that June 9th is our school budget vote for the public. That's also, I believe that's a primary day. June 8th, 8th grade promotion is Tuesday, June 16th at 6 p.m. And the last day of school is Wednesday, the 17th, which is a early release. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Anybody have any questions for Superintendent Ray? Moving on, item 10, Chair's report. I have nothing to report. Item 11, staff reports. No staff reports. Item 12 is board subcommittee minutes. Policy and personnel meeting minutes are in there. Next meeting is June 10th at 5:30. Finance and Infrastructure Committee's next meeting is May 27th at 4, that was today, at 4:30. Did that happen today? We did not have that today, right? No. Curriculum Committee, next meeting is June 22nd at 4:30. Item 13 is old business. No old business. Item 14 is new business. Item A is new hires. There's a memo in your packet. I have a motion. School Board Member Richard?
I move we approve the nomination of Jacqueline Chaplin, young school counselor, and Samantha Nay, young school first grade teacher, initial contract for the 2026-2027 school year.
Second.
Great, I have a motion from School Board Member Richards and a second from School Board Member Preble. Any discussion? Roll call?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. School Board Member Warnoff?
Yes.
Preble?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Roach?
Yes.
Kidder?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
I vote yes. Motion passes 7-0. Item B is resignations. Do I have a motion?
Chair Truman,
Yes.
I move we accept the resignation of Joshua Wayne, CK Burns teacher, effective at the end of the 2025-2026 school year.
Second?
I have a motion made by School Board Member Preble and a second by School Board Member Warnoff. Any discussion? I just want to say, Mr. Wynn has been my son's teacher this year, and I hope whatever he's off to do in the next years, wish him the best of luck. Okay, roll call. School Board Member Warnoff?
Yes?
Preble?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Roach?
Yes.
Kidder?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion passes 7-0. Item C is a building update.
So Meg and I were at a meeting the other day for construction update. It wasn't really a lot to update us on. We're still at that really boring part of groundwork. And it's like you dig a hole, you flatten it out, you put all this mechanical stuff in it, and then it disappears forever and you don't see it again. I will say that one of the things that from a state level and a local level that we do have to be concerned about, or at least watch, is how long diesel prices stay at the level they're at, because clearly ground crew equipment is using a lot of diesel fuel in the area. One of the things, they've completed the back stairwell in the back corner of the elementary school, and they were starting on the front stairwell. They seem to be on time. I think the site looks very organized. There's still a ton of material on the site. The big rainstorms have not been helpful in that piece of just, creating the mud and everything that makes excavation more difficult. But I would say that after the school year's over, we can get a time where we can pick like a afternoon and get out and walk the site, because it's very impressive just to see everything that's going on. So, thank you.
Great. Any questions for Superintendent Ray? School Board Member Roach?
2 questions. One, reminder, was there a meeting coming up at Oak Point, or did it pass? Last week, right?
We had that last
So
week.
that was the meeting you're talking about?
Correct.
I thought there was a meeting on site at the construction site, no?
We have one every 2 weeks on site construction.
Yeah.
So that was the one we had this week.
But
We'll schedule a time after the school year to get out, and really need to line up with the contractors so that people can visit the site.
Yeah, that was my second question, or the lead-up question was that summer's coming, and, sometimes I'm happy to be right next door to the site, and the gate is open, and I know from construction sites, you should have a hard hat to go there, but yeah, is there going to be a scheduled thing this summer?
Yeah, we'll do a scheduled thing, because when we talked to them about that, they really wanted, again, if people are going to be on site, it slows them down for a little bit. They want to know what's going on, and probably not having 100 of those big rock trucks flying around on that afternoon would be the best thing.
They don't want Beth doing cartwheels down her road.
Yeah, I haven't seen Beth being the gentry at the front anymore. Are you going to be working there this summer or not?
In spirit.
spirit. This is what I hear from supervisors all the time, so. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, moving on. Item D is strategic plan draft.
So in your backup, you'll see the language that we're bringing to you after about a year-long process spearheaded by the curriculum committee with some additional community members taking part in the strategic planning process. We started with an initial survey of staff, then did some wordsmithing around the important priorities. We then farmed out a version of the strategic plan back to the community and to staff members to get a little bit more feedback. The feedback at that point was like, simplify the language and create more concise statements. So we kept kind of the same tone and tenor, which got some good feedback, but tried to simplify the language and the bullet points in a way that would be accessible to anyone in the community, and tried to lean away from kind of educator speak when drafting those statements. And so what we bring you tonight is the draft of that plan and looking for an adoption to see this as a strategic plan for the next 5 years for the school department.
Great. Do I have a motion?
Chair Truman? I move we approve the draft of the strategic plan.
Great, I have a motion by School Board Member Preble. Do I have a
Second, John?
I have a second by...
Yes.
I'm going to give that one to School Board Member Johnston.
I guess second is the proper thing to say, but it
What did I say?
was me. I said yes, but I meant to say second.
Any discussions? I just want to thank everybody that helped out on the committee, public, parents, teachers, because I know this was a long project, and I'm glad we got it narrowed down to, I think it's really concise and serves its purpose. Okay, roll call. School Board Member Warnoff,
Yes?
Preble,
Yes.
Richard,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Kidder,
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
I vote yes, 7-0. Yes.
May I just add that I think it's been quite a process, and in order to make it simple enough and direct enough, specific enough, we worked pretty hard at that. But I really want to thank Meg for being a really good driving force for it. Our assistant superintendent did a lovely job.
I concur.
So do I.
All right. Moving on to item E. I'm not gonna, it's ESEA memo.
This is a little bit of an expanded and revised version. The overall numbers are still in a preliminary allocation state, so we don't have final numbers yet. However, what we have added is the non-public allocations that can be found on the bottom of the last page of the memo with, of the 3 non-publics within the Saco border. Thornton is the only one that qualifies for those. They still have the option to accept or not those funds and work through the process with the school department to write the application for those. But all of those numbers are now listed in there, as well as comparisons for each individual title to see past year's allocations and this year's allocations. As we shared at the last meeting, we are considering ourselves quite lucky because even though we do have just a couple of downward trends in some areas compared to other districts regionally, we find ourselves in a very good position in which areas that we can make some simple tweaks to our application without having to absorb really huge losses into a local budget at a time when we really can't necessarily make changes to the local budget. So just informational at this point. You can submit any feedback on the website if there are things that you'd like us to consider as part of the application.
Great. Any questions for Assistant Superintendent Parkhurst? thank you. Thanks. All right, moving on. Item F is the first reading of policies. School Board Member Johnston?
Thank you. I move we approve the first reading of policies JLCEA, students with diagnosed allergies and sensitivities, BEDH, public participation at Saco School Board meetings, and JICJ, cell phones and other personal electronic devices.
Great, thank you. I have a motion from School Board Member Johnson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from School Board Member Preble. Any discussion on the policies? Great. Roll call. School Board Member Warnoff?
Yes.
Preble?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Roach?
Yes.
Kidder?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
I vote yes. Motion passes 7-0. Moving on to item 15, other information. I see no other information. Item 16, executive session for labor contract negotiations for administrative non-union contracts. Have a motion?
Chair Truman,
School Board Member Preble.
I move we enter into executive session for the labor contract negotiations for administrative/non-union contracts pursuant to 1 MSRA 4056D.
I have a motion from School Board Member Preble. Do I have a second?
Second.
School Board Member Richard? Any discussion? Roll call. School Board Member Warnoff?
Yes.
Preble?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Roach?
Yes.
Kidder?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
I vote yes. Motion passes 7-0 at 5:34 PM. We will be coming back. Okay, we're back. Do I have a motion?
Well, first motion to get out of executive session.
Yeah, we need
All right.
to exit.
All right. Motion to exit out of executive session.
Second.
I have a motion by School Board Member Roach and second by School Board Member Warnoff. Any discussion? Okay. School Board Member Warnoff?
Yes.
School Board Member Preble?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Roach?
Yes.
Kidder?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion passes 7-0. I don't have my clock in front of me. 6:28, leaving executive session. Is there a report?
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Make a motion to approve the administrative non-union contracts for the 2026-27 school year.
Great. Do I have a second? School Board Member Johnston?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay. Roll call. School Board Member Warnoff?
Yes.
Preble?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Roach?
Yes.
Kidder?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
I vote yes. Motion passes 7-0. And last one on the agenda is adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
School Board Member Kidder, seconded by School Board Member Preble. Okay. Roll call. Warnoff?
Yes.
Preble?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Roach?
Waiting for a miracle. Yes.
Kidder?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion passes 7-0 at what time? 6:29 p.m. Thank you.